by Kansas City. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Welcome home, Isaiah Pacheco. It is good, good, good. Who got him? Chris Jones got him. Mahomes looks that way. He's going to go wide open left side. Kelsey, touchdown. Welcome to Cleveland, everyone. It's a victory edition of Chiefs Rewind. Mitch Holthus with you, along with senior team reporter Matt McMullen. I know you filled up your bingo card like 3 weeks ago, but if you had 6 takeaways in a game by the Chiefs defense, 5 sacks, and a hold on 4th and 1, bingo. Maybe you bought a new bingo card. The Chiefs win 21-7 with all of that stuff.
We talked about all week how Cleveland's play style is conducive to takeaways. They're going to throw us the ball. It's a matter of taking advantage of that when it happens, and we saw that in spades here today. I mean, 6 takeaways. Nick Bolton with an interception, Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks, Samaje Perine had a fumble recovery on the punt, Drew Tranquill had a fumble recovery, and how about Trent McDuffie finally with his first career interception?
And everybody can shut up now, right? He's been kidding about it for 3 years. He's an all-pro corner.
Yeah.
You go back, and if you want to, watch Defending the Kingdom, an incredible interview. But McDuffie gets it. 2 picks in the end zone because Brian Cook had 1, and McDuffie's pick was in the zone too. But it also started with getting a special teams takeaway when Christian Wallace popped the ball out from James Prochet II, and then Samaje Perine just continues to do things to help this team.
And when you look at the box score, it looks like maybe the Chiefs didn't have a great offensive day, but they took advantage of those opportunities, and that was important in the end. I mean, we go, I think, 3 and out to begin the game, but then there's the fumble recovery on the muff punt, and the Chiefs waste no time. 3 plays, 21 yards, score a touchdown with Juju Smith-Schuster. That was a big deal, kind of set the tone for the whole game.
So how do you go from -4 in the giveaway takeaway to +2 in one game? Well, you get 6 in one contest. So the Chiefs get it done here 21-7. Looked like they could have blown out the Browns, but here come the Browns back. Let's talk about offense here a little bit, because the Chiefs able to get 2 touchdown passes from Patrick Mahomes. One to Juju Smith-Schuster on a nice design play, and the other one Noah Gray. And there was protection for Pat to get it done. So let's start here. Joe Thuney played left tackle for the duration of the game. And I thought, for the most part, have to review the video, did a really good job against Myles Garrett, who's a beast.
Well, Myles Garrett didn't wreck the game today, and that was the key coming in. You know Myles Garrett's going to get his from time to time. He's the reigning defensive player of the year for a reason. But the Browns overall have the number 2 pressure rate in the league coming into this game at 27.7%, and the Chiefs did not allow that pressure to destroy their game plan. Now, just 21 points in this game, but in the end, it was enough.
And the Chiefs get it 21-7 with the victory. Also on offense, Xavier Worthy, I thought, showed some guts in this game. Now, he gets the swing screen. They call it a run. It's really a pass, but 21 yards there. But he also had some tough catches. And then D-Hop, Noah Gray had a tough catch. The receivers helped Patrick today.
And D-Hop was so close to a miraculous catch down the sideline, wasn't he? It was right there. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, that was a big touchdown to open up the second half, because I was thinking about last week against the Chargers. We were up 13-0 at halftime. Chargers come out of the break and immediately score. They score again after we go 3 and out. They take the lead. Well, in this game, the Chiefs said, no, we're not doing that. The Browns came out. I believe Nick Bolton, that's when his interception was picked off Jameis Winston. Chiefs go right down, score a touchdown to go up 3 scores. That was a big deal. And in a game that didn't really, but kind of felt like it came down to the wire, those points were important.
Then Leo Chanel popped the ball out from Nick Chubb, got a recovery there from Drew Tranquill. Chiefs win it 21-7. The largest margin of victory this year for the Chiefs. Had a 3-possession lead at one point.
All right.
That was awesome. Let's go to Coach Reed at the podium.
I thought the whole defensive line played a really good game. Offensively, we battled through something. They did a good job in the first half. I've got to take care of business on my end for the third quarter of just giving our guys things that they can work with, and I wasn't able to do that, and so I've got to take care of that part. But I thought Thuney, asked to play left tackle, hadn't done that since college, got out there and really battled and did a nice job against one of the best defensive ends in the game right now. So, but he battled his heart out. And then Caliendo, what a great experience that is for him to get out and get a full game in. That's going to help him down the road and us down the road. So I appreciate it. As far as any changes or any of that, we'll just see going forward how things go at that. I'm saying on the offensive line. So, and then. number 30 had a forced fumble on special teams, which was tremendous. So everybody kind of got a piece of the pie. Offense scored a couple different times, and defense did some great things, and then special teams had some great things. So we just got to keep going and keep getting better as we go here. That's the important thing, and the most important thing is you win the game, right? So that's I'm not apologizing to anybody for that. So with that, time's yours.
Yeah, it's very early, but early indications are that you think Patrick will be okay here.
Well, it's not broken. That's what I can tell. I mean, I just got off the field, so you know that, Sam. So I'm gonna just see how it goes. I mean, it'll literally be day to day as we go forward. I don't know how much swelling he has or any of that. So, or what will come, from now till whenever. So.
How much of your decision to take him out was game situation versus him not being able to actually go back in?
He probably could have gone back in. He wanted to fight about it, but we've got a good support there behind him with Carson, and it was good to get him a few reps in there too, and let our guys hear that snap count in case he has to go. So.
You kind of touched on this, but in the past, when you pulled him out of the game for injury reasons, he's kind of resisted. What was his reaction today? How did that?
Yeah, he wanted to go back in, but listen, he's a tough kid, and there was no need for that. So.
Only 4 penalties today. I think only he has been top half of the league in fewest penalties, but for like 5 straight years at least. What is your philosophy on keeping those down?
Yeah, listen, that's try to work your fundamentals and technique, but that's something I don't really have control over with the officials. They do a good job and do the best they can, and it's tough. I mean, we're all seeing stuff, and they got to make the call out there. But we've been fortunate that way. So
Methodology. A lot of coaches will say, we talk about it all the time, fundamentals, all that stuff. How do you actually prevent them from happening under that? What can you control?
Well, you try to work the fundamentals. That's we can talk about it all we want, but you got to work those. So,
Andy, you say taking care of business in the third quarter. What do you think there? Was it just clock?
Yeah. Listen, I can give the guys better options there, and we'll get that taken care of. So make sure I clean that up.
I'm sorry, Coach. What was the decision to put Joe into left tackle? What led you to make that decision?
Well, the injury on the DJ, and then Joe had taken a couple snaps there last week, and I just felt comfortable. Veteran player. I scouted him as a tackle, so I knew he could get out there and battle. He's been an All-Pro at 2 other positions, so give him a chance at the tackle spot, Nate.
I don't know based on field position or down distance or how the decision was made, but you guys could maybe have Harrison kick a field goal, maybe punt it from the 39-yard line.
I wanted to. Yeah. I wanted to go. I thought we had a good play. I thought, and it was one of those deals. So I wanted to go for it and get it. We've been pretty good in those situations, but not today.
Pretty pass heavy in that third quarter, and obviously Patrick has taken a lot of hits this year in this game in particular. What's the balance of trying to get that going?
Yeah, so you've got to be able to throw the ball in this league. I mean, that's how it works. You guys were at the game. Some of our runs didn't work too well either. So we got to make sure we clean that up and get that going. That's where I can kind of give them do a better job there for them.
Andy, you may have said this right at the very start, but did you have a little dialogue with Patrick after the game, a little discussion with him, or did you see him specifically?
No, I did. I talked to him, yeah.
Particularly the chair?
It was a good talk.
Okay, thanks,
All
Coach.
right. Yep, thank you. Safe travel.
All right, guys, go ahead and fire away.
Patrick, obviously you've dealt with ankle injuries in the past. Do you have a basis of comparison for what you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say right now. I mean, obviously, still adrenaline rolling, and usually it's kind of the day after when you kind of get a good sense of it. But I feel like I could have finished the game in different circumstances. But I thought the smart decision, I think we talked about, was to put Carson in, and he's played a lot of football, and he finished the game well.
Patrick, can you describe sort of exactly what happened or how you felt it?
Yeah, I was trying to run up in the pocket. Obviously, fourth down, trying to make a play happen. And as I threw the ball, I kind of got hit, and I haven't seen it, but it felt like someone hit me from behind as well. And so I kind of just got rolled up on. It kind of happens in football. And so tried to bounce back up, but obviously it hurt a little bit. But now we'll just get after the rehab part of it and try to be ready for next week.
To Sam's point, do you, in the moment, does it automatically seem like a comparison point to other types of ankle injuries? I mean, do you feel like this is that way, or?
No, not necessarily. I mean, they're all different. Every injury is different. You can just kind of what you have to do to get back, and I think that's the most important thing. And now we just get back to the rehab part, the treatment part, and try to get ourselves ready on a short week against a good football team.
Patrick, in the past, when you've been removed from a game for injury reasons, you've kind of resisted a little. How did the interaction go with Andy after the injury?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, obviously in the past it was playoffs and kind of do or die situation. I thought the defense was playing really well, and I mean, I wanted to go back out there, and I probably would have fought a little bit harder if they would have got the game into one score. But I have a lot of trust in Carson too. I mean, he's played football and he's won football games, and put him out there, and I thought he did a great job moving the football, running time off the clock, and putting us in position to win the football game.
You've taken a lot of hits this year. What's the balance of continuing to try to make plays versus, putting yourself up at risk to potentially hit?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to trust the offense. I think that even before the injury, I just got to be a better job of going through my progressions and trusting the offense, getting the ball into my hands, and letting guys make plays. And my nature is to try to make the big play happen, and sometimes defenses stop that, and then when it's not there, go for the underneath stuff and keep it moving. And it's something that I have to get better on as the season kind of ends here. We're going to the playoffs.
You talked a lot about just building towards the end of the season. Like, where do you think you guys are in week 15? What do you feel like you really need to use these last 2-3 weeks for?
I mean, we have good spurts offensively. I think the defense is playing better and better. Special teams is doing a great job, and offensively we have spurts where we either start games fast or end games fast. It's about putting it all together. And so we know that we're not playing the football that we want to be playing, but at the end of the day, we want to win, and we're able to do that against a lot of good football teams.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, blessing. You know what I mean? Coming into this week, I think everybody knew we had a good shot at getting some turnovers. And, man, right place, right time. During the playoffs in man-to-man. And funny thing is, for whatever reason, I somehow glanced up at the Jumbotron because it was a scramble drill and just saw him launch it. And I was like, that's to my side, so let me just turn around and caught the ball. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like the big screen.
Yeah, the behind you in the end zone or the one back way out?
Like, I'm running into the end zone straight ahead. And see him launch it.
Seen it without the Jumbotron?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I was going to look back eventually, but I could just tell by the way the receiver was running, his eyes, he was kind of just like lolling around. So I was like, is it a run? Like, did the pass already come out? And so I just peeked and, yep, there was it. Threw that up. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
What was that moment like for you?
Special, you know what I mean? A lot of emotions. One, just like we did it, you know what I mean? Finally did it after 2.5 years, but also during the time of when I did it. They were driving down the field. They were trying to get back into the game, really, and they're putting together a pretty good drive. So being able to get that pick and kind of stop that momentum, for me, was huge.
You got plans for the football?
Probably. I got to do something with it. I don't. Nico grabbed it after, so I haven't seen it yet. But once I leave here, I'm going to tell him, go give me that football so I can sleep with it tonight.
You mentioned it in 2 years. Does it feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders?
I mean, honestly, like, it wasn't really weighing on me for real, I'm one of those guys, like, I want the picks, I want the turnovers, but however I can help my team, like, that was most important. So I think that's why I'm so happy. I got the pick, got the turnover, got the ball back to the offense.
You mentioned turnovers. You guys got 6 today.
Yeah, huge.
Talk about how big that is.
Yeah, I mean, these past few weeks you guys seen, I think we haven't had a turnover in like 2 or 3 weeks, and coming in this week, I mean, that was a big emphasis. We need turnovers. We need to start getting this ball back to the offense. And to come out here, we had 3 picks. We had 3 forced fumbles, 4 picks, 3 forced fumbles. Huge, you know what I mean? And I think that's a big confidence boost for the defense. And also, I think it just happened at the right time, you know what I mean? And allow us to really just sit back and be like, okay, we know we can do this now, and let's just keep rolling.
Okay, thanks, Trent.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Okay, the waiting is over. The nation's long wait, the world's long wait is over. All-Pro corner Trent McDuffie has an interception. Let's start with that. Let's start with it.
You got it, brother. Like you just told me, spoken into existence. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody who allowed for this to happen for me. But man, I'm just proud of the timing of it. You know what I mean? They were driving down, trying to come back, trying to get that momentum. They're on a pretty good drive, and thankfully I saw a ball and go get ball and got the first one in the books.
Get ball, take ball. What did you see on the route concept? Did you say, oh, this might be it?
Funny. So they were an empty, and so I was man-to-man on my receiver, and he just ran a go ball, right? And I was watching his eyes. It didn't seem like he was getting the ball. So a bad thing I did, I peeked at the Jumbotron and saw him launch the ball, and I was like, that looks like it's on my side, but the receiver is still, and turned around, and sure enough, ball was there. So I knew I had to go get it.
Busted. What about getting 6 takeaways, though, this entire defense, the effort to get 6 takeaways in one game?
It's huge. I mean, shout out to everybody who was able to come in here and, man, really, that's what we talked about this whole week. I think these past few weeks we didn't have many turnovers, and coming into this game, it was like we needed. Shout out Nick Bolt.
Man got his first. He got his first, man. Got his first.
You never forget the first.
Come on, bro. But, man, Leo, everybody, I mean, it was just a fun day.
Nix was crazy. He took the ball away from the dude. We'll make this quick. Short week. Here comes Houston. Yep. Nico Collins, Tank Dell. These dudes are loaded. What about getting ready in a short week, physically, mentally, emotionally?
We're excited. You know what I mean? We get to go face a really good opponent. As far as the DB-wise, we get to play real good receivers. And, during this week, I'm sure Coach Reed will help our bodies out. But mentally, man, go watch this film on this plane, and tomorrow start working on them.
You know these things come in bunches, right?
All right, man. I hope. Speaking for me again, brother.
We are. We're going to speak it into existence. 3 picks on Saturday against Houston. The nation can wait. Don't have to wait anymore. Trent McDuffie, interception against the Cleveland Browns. Chiefs get the victory 21-7 here over the Cleveland Browns to go to 13-1. And now we wait for the election returns from 2 big games going on right now. But the Chiefs keep pace in that pole position for the 1 seed. That's the biggest story out of this game, to fight this team off and go to 13-1.
Yeah, we can talk all about scenarios, rooting against the Lions, rooting against the Steelers, or rooting for the Lions, rather, rooting against the Bills. But really, at the end of the day, we control our own destiny, right? And we have to take care of our own business. And the Chiefs did that today against a very scrappy Cleveland team that's been fighting the last several weeks under Jameis Winston. I mean, this Jameis Winston-led Browns squad, since he took over in Week 8, is averaging 382 yards per game. Today they had just 266, only 7 points. And again, they had 13 true possessions in this game, and they threw 4 interceptions, they fumble it away, a turnover on downs, and 3 sacks for the Chiefs defense on 3rd down. Big game for George Karlaftis in this one as well.
The perplexing play was the 62-yard run on a draw on 2nd down and long. The Chiefs had only given up 3 20-plus runs all year, number 1 in the NFL. So that one we see it, we're like, what? What was that? But the 5 sacks, and it was all different guys. Charles Omenihu gets the sack and a strip, didn't get the ball, but good to see him get that done with his length. We saw Turk Wharton, Karlaftis had a couple, and then Bolton and Tranquil split one. But to see all different guys get it done, that was good to see.
And they never hung their head in this game. Like after that Jerome Ford touchdown run, and the Chiefs offense couldn't get much going there in the 3rd quarter, defense said, don't worry about it. Put it on us. We're going to find a way to win this game. And kind of whenever the Browns found some momentum, the Chiefs defense shut the door. And Trent McDuffie's pick was the best example of that. They have the ball at the 29-yard line, down 21-7 with plenty of time left. And McDuffie makes a great pick in the end zone. Picked a big moment for his first career interception.
It was huge. Now, short week. We looked at this when the schedule came out in May. Now we're in the throes of it. So, short week. Houston's loaded. Here they come. They won today over Miami. Nico Collins is a stud. Tank Dell. They got a lot of weapons. C.J. Stroud's really good. Not having the year he had last year, but still good enough. And you've got a short week to get ready for this. This will be a challenge for everybody in the building.
Recovery is the key right now. It's a real challenge for the Chiefs' athletic training staff. They're the heroes of this week, finding a way to get our guys ready back at home to take on the Texans. Big game coming up, and we don't have much time to enjoy this one because of the magnitude of the game coming up. But as I always say on Chiefs Rewind, let's at least enjoy it for a few hours. We're 13-1, Mitch. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. In fact, if you look at it, 13-1 for, I think, the 6th time in franchise history. Andy Reid's had 3 of those. So don't get fussy about being 13-1, but get ready and recover. This will be an interesting week. The guys have to take care of their business and get ready to play a Houston team. Hopefully, a chance to wrap up the bye on next Saturday, which would be better than awesome.
Go Lions, go Eagles. And we have a shot to lock up the bye next weekend. But at the end of the day, we control our own destiny. Let's take care of our own business on Saturday.
6 takeaways, and Trent McDuffie, you wait no longer for your first NFL interception. Chiefs win it here by 14.
Chiefs Rewind is brought to you by Ford, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs, and by CommunityAmerica Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.